Here we go in episode 3 of the St. Louis Cardinals franchise and rebuild here on MLB 25. The show, we're going to start this episode off with a little bit of news from the league from opening day. Obviously, we took the loss on opening day to the Twins, getting ready for Game 2. Padres win in extra innings over the Braves. Ronald Acuna steals 3 bases in the loss against the Padres. Christian Cairo, ranked 13th in Atlanta, goes hitless in his MLB debut, and the Brewers send center fielder Garrett Mitchell to the 10-day IL. Just a little bit of news. We got 55-degree, partly cloudy here for this second game of the season. Erick Fedde will be on the bump. 31 games started, 9-9 record a year ago, 177 innings, 3.30 ERA, 1.16 WHIP, 154 strikeouts, and here we go. We got Willie Castro leading off in this game. Now, kind of play through and see exactly how we're going to play through this, I guess. Don't want to go too fast. I want to feel like we're a part of the team and a part of the season. But there's 162 games. Obviously, we're not playing every inning, every at-bat of every single game throughout the season, so we can get through multiple years and, try to win a championship with this team. I mean, at some point, we're going to want to try to win a championship and see how long that takes us and, to put together that. Maybe some trades, drafting. I want to kind of look into scouting as well at some point into this episode, as obviously the first-year player draft usually falling in June. I believe the first week of June. That one late on a cutter there. 2-2 to start this thing out. But I did want to see Erick Fedde a little bit on the hill. We'll probably quick manage through some of this. Let that sweeper up a little bit. Something I got to get used to, going back and forth. Playing a little bit of Diamond Dynasty here and there, and then going back to the franchise. That was pretty bad. Try to go with circle change. So try not to walk this leadoff hitter in Willie Castro right here. Try to get a sinker down and away. We get a strikeout. Surprised to get the strikeout on the sinker. I was just trying to get a ground ball there, but good strikeout. And Jose Miranda due up next. We go through this first inning, and I think we'll play through the entire first inning here, and then we'll get into maybe a little bit of quick manage of this game. And I've got the sliders on the jump in tuned up that I think we'll probably get a lot. I can't remember. I'll show those settings here in a minute. Ground ball over to Donnie at second base. It's going to be a ground out, so good start for Erick Fedde. But this is where Sonny Gray got caught up with 1 out in the inning. Looks like the Twins have got the same lineup coming in. Harrison Bader coming off the bench. He did start opening day, of course, against the Cardinals. We are going to try to recover from that opening day loss. Of course, Cardinals swept the Twins. That one up a little bit. Good little gauge, though, here right at the beginning of the season with the Minnesota Twins. They're a pretty good baseball team over there in the AL Central. They're going to compete. Of course, they got the Royals now that are, I think, maybe the top team. Erick Fedde taking a little exception to that cutter low and away. But just like the AL Central, or just like the NL Central, the AL Central really kind of up for grabs. Good swing and miss right there from Fedde. We're going to try to go change up outside here. See if we can't get the job done. Just a little late, and that's going to be down for a hit. Ball boy needs to get out of the way. That's just a base knock, so good job by Jordan Walker to kind of cut that off pretty quick. Hold Correa at first. Obviously, very good hitter with Correa. We're going to try to work out of this now. Right down the middle. And like I said, yesterday or I guess it was 2 days ago now, but the opening day game, we had that one ball outside. Obviously, this is where Sonny Gray got in trouble. Gray getting the lead off first. Try to finish him off with the sweeper. There we go. Good strikeout pitch. 2 strikeouts in the opening inning for Erick Fedde. And he gets through, giving up just 1 hit. See Newport, Contreras, and Donovan. Joe Ryan is the pitcher we will face here in game number 2. 23 starts a year ago, 7-7 record with a 3.60 ERA. That whip under 1, though. 147 strikeouts a year ago for Joe Ryan, and we'll see what this Cardinals lineup can do today against him. Newport coming in at a 500 clip. Good opening day for Newport. And first pitch swinging. Maybe a fly ball out to center field over there to Buxton. Same lineup as we had yesterday as well. We're in game number 1. Victor Scott down there with that big home run on opening day. The only run that we were able to score. We'll see if Wilson Contreras can do something now here. Inside ball 1. Down and a base knock into left field. So Wilson Contreras starts us off all right. 1 on, 1 out. We got Brendan Donovan hitting third. Right down the middle. Also a 500 average for Donnie coming into game 2 of the season. Ball 1 down and in. 2-2 count one more time to Donovan. That one over the middle. And a base knock into center field. Goes station to station. Runners on first and second now with just 1 gone. Nolan Arenado. He was held hitless in the game on opening day. That one up and fouled away. Might have been a ball. Looked like it caught the zone there, though. The 0-1 to Arenado. Check swing. That one in there, though. 1-2 again after a couple of foul balls. Nolan Arenado. That one over the middle. It's going to be a fly ball to center field. We're going to test it. We're going to test that arm. And we get in there to third. So there'll be runners on the corners now for Alec Burleson. 667 average from opening day. That one up in the zone. It's going to be a fly ball, and that will end the inning. So we threaten, we get a runner in scoring position, and that was what happened on opening day, man. Was we could get him in scoring position. We couldn't knock anybody in. A solo home run from Victor Scott was all we got in the bottom of the 9th inning. All right, so we jump into the quick manage. See what Eric Fetty can do. He walks the batter, double play, and we are back on offense. Solo home run for Jordan Walker. How about that? That's what you want to see. We want Jordan Walker to really step up in this series and become the superstar that he has kind of been made out to be. It's a fly out. Let's see. We'll jump in and see if we can get this final out of the inning here in the top of the third, up 1-0. A little early. We get a strike on the outside corner. Go with the cutter. Will stay on the down and away, and that one is going to be rocked into right center for a double. It's going to score a run and tie us up. So Eric Fetty cannot get out of this 3rd inning hitless. We'll see where that cutter landed. We were going down and away, obviously, but Jose Miranda with a nice drive into right center field for the double there. A little too high from where we wanted. We're going to try to work out of this inning now with Carlos Correa up. That sinker is working. I don't know if I'm going to go back to that cutter now. That confidence is pretty low on the cutter versus where the sinker's at. Good pitch inside, and we'll try to get out of here with a strikeout. See if Fetty can pick up another K in this game. Sweeper late on it, down and away. Let's go back to that changeup. Fouled away. He left that thing way high from where I wanted to see that pitch. Low again. Can't get that timing on that sweeper down. We're going to go back to it. A little early, right back up the middle. Miranda's coming home with a 28 speed. Throw offline. Can't get to him. 2-1. Fetty's struggling now after getting the first 2 outs. Almost feels like the only pitch that Fetty's really got a hold on is that sinker. Sweeper outside, fouled away. See if Fetty can get out of the inning, and we're just going to pitch to some contact with this sinker. We're going to get a fly ball, and the ball is wandering for Jordan Walker right there. Moved a lot more than I thought, but down 2-1 now here at the end of the 3rd, and we will jump back into the quick man and just see what this offense can do. Newbar with a walk. See a little hit and run action. Ground out. Newbar to second. Strikeout, strikeout. Fetty back on the hill now here in the 4th inning. Gets a good 1-2-3 inning there. And the problem right now is looking like it could be the offense this season. This offense is really going to have to step up in this series, especially this first season. That was the problem for the Cardinals last season, along with that bullpen. We got a couple of runners on now for Fetty here in the 6th inning. We're going to jump in with nobody out, and we are going to get Steven Matz and Ryan Fernandez up and moving in the bullpen. Now here in the 6th, Fetty at 72 pitches in his first start of the season. Good low sinker there to start things out. See what we can get out of the sweeper. There's a big strikeout. There's 2 gone. Got to keep this a 2-1 game. This is getting close. We just got 12 outs to work with on offense, and all we've seen is the same as yesterday. Just 1 solo home run so far in this game. Haven't had much success with the cutter, but we're going to try it. It's going to be a fly ball to center field. Victor Scott under it, and we will hold the Twins in the 6th inning. Fetty gets out of it, and that will do it for his day. Contreras, Donovan, and Arenado due up. Fetty 6 innings, 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Joe Ryan on the other side has allowed just 3 hits, the 1 solo home run though. 1 walk and 4 strikeouts. Through 5 innings, he is still on the mound, and we are going to take over in the 6th inning, see if we can't get something done. That fastball a little late on. That was one to swing at right there. Rough start for Contreras so far this season, but a hit back in the 1st inning. That one, good splitter on the outside. And 0-2 quickly to Wilson Contreras here against Joe Ryan. That one did not threaten the zone on that splitter. The 1-2 to Contreras. Check swing, and I believe, well, they said he went. Brendan Donovan to the plate now. That one right there, and Donovan smokes that into center field for a base knock after the strikeout. And that's our first hit since the 2nd inning. Arenado hitless thus far in 2025 for us. Brendan Donovan over there at first base. That one was a nice sweeper. 2-1 to Arenado. That one high. Arenado smokes that one to left field. Deep. It's carrying. It is gone. Cardinals back on top 3-2. And the first hit for Nolan Arenado in 2025 is a 2-run home run. And the bullpen is going to need to hold the Twins if we want a win here in Game 2 of the season. That one right there, just a high pitch. I think it was a fastball. Nolan Arenado smoked that to left field. And a home run. Our second one of the day. All of our offense so far in these first 2 games of the season have come from the home run ball. A solo home run on opening day for Victor Scott. Solo home run for Jordan Walker earlier today. And a 2-run home run for Nolan Arenado, as Joe Ryan will be relieved of his duties here in the 6th inning. We're going to jump back into the quick manage. Take out Eric Fetty, and we've got lefties coming up, so we are going to go to Steven Matz. Give him a little bit of work here early in the season. Immediately gives up a game-tying home run to Trevor Larnach. Carlos Correa up, grounds out. So we got Jordan Walker now against Michael Tonkin. Double for Victor Scott. Let's see if we can drive him in with Mason Wynn. 2nd inning of work for Michael Tonkin at the moment. 3-3 ball game and a runner at second. Going over the middle, fly ball to center field. That is not going to get down. Victor Scott is going to be held at second base. I thought that one might drop. Nootbaar 0 for 2 with the walk so far today. Tempted to try to steal third, but 2 outs. Probably not a good idea here in the bottom of the 7th. That one over the middle. Nootbaar launches into right field. If that keeps carrying, that might get out of here. It is. It's a home run just over the wall. And again, all offense coming from the home run ball this year. So far, another home run. Lars Nootbaar had a big home run on opening day against the Twins in real life. Here's a big home run on Saturday to put the Cardinals back ahead 5-3. That bullpen could just hold up. We got 6 outs to get in this game. Nootbaar just takes it to right field. Ball left over the middle of the plate. And a drive put into it. We don't need a single. All right, so we're going back to the bullpen for the 8th inning. Steve Matz gets 1 inning. I think we're going to go Phil Maton again. See if he can get a hold to get us to Helsley. So a quick double to start this. We're going to jump in now and see if we can finish this thing off and get these final 6 outs. We just have to hold on to the lead. That's not the way to do it. That one is smoked into the right center gap. Victor Scott can't get to it. And it's going to be a triple. 0-2 count for Maton. The runner at third. It's a strikeout. Got to hold that runner at third in a 5-4 game right now. Buxton just watched that thing. Good sweeper from Maton. Sinker outside, fouled off. We'll go back to that strikeout pitch of the sweeper we had against Buxton. Got another one. 2 gone. It's going to take a base knock to tie this game up now. Here for the Twins. Ground ball over to Arenado, and we hold the lead. 1 run does come across here in the 8th inning. And we'll wait to see what Ryan Helsley can do in the 9th inning. Phil Maton gives up a run. The Twins out hitting the Cardinals 12-7. So Ryan Helsley will make his first appearance of 2025. Was the reliever of the year a year ago. 65 appearances, 7-4 record, 49 saves on 53 opportunities, and a 2.04 ERA for Ryan Helsley. So we will play through this final inning and try to end up with win number 1 of the 2025 season. Ryan Helsley, one of the best closers in baseball. Got to feel pretty confident in putting him out there with a lead. That one off the corner on the inside, but we get the call there. 1-2 count. Looking for the punch out. That one low on the curveball. 2-2 to Julian. Strikeout. 103 miles per hour on the upper inside half. Ryan Helsley starts out 2025 with a strikeout. Nice view from that ump cam. That swing just off a little bit. 103. Straight gas right there on the inside. Tough to get a hold of. Ball 1 on the first pitch to Willie Castro. Back to the top of the order. We'll see if we can hold Carlos Correa on the on-deck circle. In the hole at the moment. We'll have to deal with Jose Miranda, who has an RBI double today. After Willie Castro. Slider inside. Not giving us that inside call anymore in a 3-1 count. Here for Ryan Helsley. Go back to that fastball up and in that got us the strikeout a moment ago. And that one right there called ball 4. Tough call, tough break right there. 2 for 4. Jose Miranda digs in. Try to get a double play ball maybe and get out of this thing. Good slider. Low and away. Didn't realize he was running. They get out of the double play ball. That was smart though right there. Strikeout. Got him with the slider down and away, and it'll be Carlos Correa. Down and away with the fastball. Left it over the middle, but Correa grounds it over to Mason Wynn, and that is a winner. First win of 2025 comes here in Game 2 of the season against the Minnesota Twins, and we will be ready to finish off this series on Sunday. Good game. 3 different home runs. 2-run shot from Arenado. 2-run shot from Lars Nootbaar. Big home run from Jordan Walker in this game, too. Steven Matz with the win. Ryan Helsley with his first save of 2025. And the series is tied at 1-1 as we head into the 3rd game of the series. If you're enjoying the series so far, make sure you drop a like on the video and make sure you hit that subscribe button for more content as well. And here is the custom game entry conditions that I was kind of talking about a little bit during that game. So I have it set up, play 87 games, sim 75. We'll see how much we jump in and everything, but when we're simming, this is kind of the settings that I have at the moment. We'll see how quick it gets us through the season. We're going to play player highlighted moments. I'm going to try to jump down into the farm system as well, maybe get a player spotlight here or there on any prospects, especially once we get to the draft. So with that being said, we are locked out of scouting at the moment. Doesn't say when it is available. Do have it set to manual. Amateur draft will be July 12th. So let's go ahead and jump into this and get some simming going. We lose 4-1 on Sunday. Let's look into this game really quick. See kind of how that went down. A couple RBIs for Royce Lewis in this game. Miles Michaelis was the starter. Look at our side. 3 hits for Brendan Donovan in this game. He's hitting .636 right now. Burleson and Mason Wynn, the only other 2 Cardinals to get hits in this game. 5 total. Donovan with a home run. Solo home run. And caught stealing. Miles Michaelis, 6 hits, 4 earned runs in 5 innings. Fernandez, looks like Fernandez, Romero, Maton, and King all got out of there without giving up a single run in a 4-2-1 loss. 11 strikeouts total. Solid day from the pitching. The offense is just not keeping up right now so far. All right, so we're going to keep on going through this first week. Simming down 4-2 in the bottom of the 7th. We're going to enter this with bases loaded and Lars Nootbaar up at the plate. And again, it's been the offense so far that has really struggled for us. So this is a big moment. Down 4-2. Lefty-lefty matchup, just 1 out though. Bases loaded. We got a lot of speed at first. 1 into the gap. Could put them all in, and we're going to pop out on an inside 93-mile-per-hour fastball infield fly rule into effect, and that'll bring up Wilson Contreras. We'll see who the Angels bring in. It'll be Ben Joyce. 3 games so far this season. Hasn't allowed a run in 2 1/3. 55.6 strikeout rate. Wilson Contreras, a 1-2 account. Right over the middle. And just able to pop it up. And that's a tough way to end that inning with just 1 out and the bases loaded. But it's been the story of this early season so far. We can get them in position. We just cannot score them. We're going to go to the quick manage. Put Leahy into the game. Give him an inning of work and see what he can do. It's Mancada. Solo home run for Ward. A single right after it. Able to get out of the inning. Brendan Donovan due up. And Jose Quijada is back in the game apparently. That is fascinating, actually. Hold on. I'm going to check this out real quick because what just happened? How did they just put a pitcher that is already pitched back into the game? Technically, it's saying he did not pitch. He recorded now. I don't know. Little bug in MLB 25, the show, I guess. If Arenado can get on. Another single. All right, let's jump in here with Ivan Herrera. Ivan Herrera could tie this game up. And Quijada, his second appearance of the day. That one on a good changeup. Low. Still, I'm not going to be able to wrap my head around that. I mean, obviously you can't do that, but an interesting bug catching this, recording this live here. With Quijada making 2 appearances in 1 game. And that one a changeup away. A little early on, I guess. 1 and 2. Just trying to put that right into right field. And that one low and swung on and missed. Can't get that timing on that circle changed it. Keep changing the timing up, and Quijada is going to leave the game once again for Kenley Jansen. So now we've got Jordan Walker due up with a chance to hopefully put in a run. Jordan Walker with a big chance in an 0-2 count. Low, swung on and missed on the slider. Down 3 runs. I'm going to let Leahy just finish this thing out. I don't have much hope for this team here in this final inning of play. Let's try to steal second. Victor Scott with the stolen base, though. We're going to jump in here in this 9th inning and see what we can do. Kenley Jansen trying to work out a save here across multiple innings. We do have Victor Scott over there at first base, or at second base, excuse me. He got on with a single. And again, so far, just the story of this season for the Cardinals. Big hit to right center field. That thing, I think that's getting down. I don't know why Victor Scott stayed at second base. It's a home run for Lars Nootbaar. His second of the season so far. And it's a one-run ball game here in the bottom of the ninth. That one just kept carrying to right center field. Gave us one over the middle of the plate. And Lars Nootbaar takes a drive into deep right center, 403. Just barely getting over the wall, just like the one on Saturday against the Twins. And now we got Wilson Contreras due up in a one-run ball game. Just one out. This game could be a whole lot different if we could have capitalized with the bases loaded in the 7th inning. That was a good two-seam fastball. Kenley Jansen keeps throwing stuff that's breaking away from us, so I thought that thing was going to keep floating to the outside, right back over the middle of the plate for strike one. Solid two-seam fastball there.
Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did.
Didn't look like it, but they are going to, again, I don't know if it's possible in MLB 25, the show, to stop a check swing at this point. I mean, what is that? That feels like we've had quite a bit. The slider gets us. I don't know about that. Ron Washington coming out to bring in Hans Krause to get the final out of the game. He has just one appearance so far. Brendan Donovan, who has started off this season extremely hot, will come up to the plate and just need a base runner at this point. He is the tying run, and he did hit a home run in the final game against the Minnesota Twins in that 4-1 loss. That one ground ball up the middle. Brendan Donovan's on with his third hit of the night. And again, Brendan Donovan starting off this season extremely hot. And he will turn it around for Nolan Arenado. Nolan Arenado coming up with a chance to walk this thing off right here. He is the go-ahead run in the box. Brendan Donovan over there at first base. Inside, off the plate, but called a strike, 0-1. The 2-2 now to Arenado with a chance to walk this thing off. Nothing to hit, almost hit Arenado with the changeup inside. Alec Burleson is due up next. If we could work a walk, that would push Arenado, or that would push a runner into scoring position with Burleson up, and I like the idea of that. That one outside, fouled away. That one close enough, had to swing at it. Looked like it caught the zone. The 3-2 one more time from Krause. Right over the middle. Arenado puts a charge into it to left field. Left fielder not able to get there. We're going to push Donnie home to tie this game, and it's going to be a runner in scoring position with Alec Burleson coming to the plate. 5-5 in the bottom of the ninth. And this right here is a game that we need. Struggling early and enough speed for Donovan over there at second base to get him in to score, or at first base, excuse me. We are going to pinch run here. We're going to put Ciani at second base. Nolan Gorman will take over third base and get the intentional walk. Smart move from Ron Washington, I do believe. And they are going to make a move to the bullpen. So Hans Krause done. Garrett McDaniels, who has pitched one scoreless inning and a hold so far this season. We are going to get the lefty for Ivan Herrera. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Burleson walked. He's the runner at first. A base knock is going to walk us off. That one right there, and that one is going to get the job done. Ciani rounds the corner. The throw home, not in time. Cardinals walk off. And that pinch runner proved paramount for us there. Nolan Arenado starts it. Ivan Herrera finishes it. His first hit of 2025 is a walk-off base knock. And another win here for the Cardinals. Big-time comeback right there. 5-2 going into the inning. And we are able to get a home run out of Lars Nootbaar, a single for Donovan. He scored on a double from Arenado. And just putting one right back up the middle was Ivan Herrera to finish the game. So a big-time win for us here in this one, and a 6-5 victory. We out-hit the Angels 12-8. Kyle Leahy gets the win, and we start this series off 1-0. And how could we forget Quijada with 2 different appearances in this game? Let's go to the box score and see if they updated that at all. That's still just crazy to see. So during the quick manage, and let's see on our side if they counted that. No. So I'll be interested. Now I got to go back to the stats and actually see if anybody pitched any innings in this game. If it goes back to their stats or not, because that's kind of weird. So let's start off with a little notification. 0 ERA for Matt Savinson, 3 strikeouts and 4 1/3. That's the only news that we get. But let's go to our starting pitchers. And yeah, Andre Palante, no innings. So that is interesting. I don't know if I'm going to have to stay away from the quick manage then, if it just doesn't count, if that was just that game, because I feel like the games that we started in... Oh, I guess we did jump into that game. So go in the comments for me if that's happened to anyone else. We'll see as we progress through the season if that's how that goes. If we enter a game and nobody has any stats going in, we'll push through here and finish off this series. Let's see if we want to jump into this one. A 5-4 lead in the bottom of the 7th. Angels have put up a 5-run inning so far. We're going to go ahead and sim to the end, see what happens to John King. End up getting the victory there. Home run for Nolan Gorman. That's his 2nd of the season in this game. Stolen base for Mason Wynn. Liberatore goes 5 strong. Doesn't give up a single run. Jojo Romero, the only one to give up any, or not the only one, but Roycroft also gave up a run. 4 total in the game. And Romero didn't even get a recorded out in this game, but Ryan Helsley gets his 2nd save of the year. Keep it pushing to Wednesday. See if we want to jump in. The man of multiple appearances per game, and Jose Quijada, excuse me. Ciani at the plate. We'll go ahead and sim to the end of that game. The Angels take a 2-1 victory. And we go into the Boston. Eric Fetty, who got beat up in this game in real life. We'll see. Auto fix those AA lineups. A 12-2 loss. Get beat up quite a bit in that game. And we'll get to set our scouting. So before this 3rd episode ends, we get to set our scouting. It's the first time I've played through this in this game. Actually, I think the first time I played through this type of scouting since they added it in. A little familiar. Other than March to October? Okay, let's start with discovering new prospects. I feel like pitching might be the way to go. Let's start. Pitching's going to be our first. We're going to go international and just discover some new prospects. We're going to edit this just because Steve Ruffin is more towards positional players. We're going to start with infielders. And I'm going to change that to let's keep international. Get a little bit better on the pitchers. We don't have great scouting with the pitchers. Let's go west with the pitchers, and then we'll go east with the pitchers as well. Really want to focus on pitching. I think that right now for this organization, that's really what we need. Kind of look at, and I think it's relief pitching for the most part. We'll go starters as well. 2nd base on that list. All right, we can only have 3. Okay, so I think that's good. I like that. And we'll advance. We'll finalize this weekly scouting plan. Jump into the final game of the series and probably end this right here. So we're going to jump into this thing. And we're going to try to pay attention to these stats as well to see if anyone's registered any stats. But like I said earlier in the video, make sure you hit that like button if you're enjoying the content. Plenty more to come as Nolan Arenado steps up with already a solo home run in this game. And smash that subscribe button on the road to our first 100 subscribers here on the Papa Schroed Gaming channel. And if you enjoy NFL content, starting to talk a little bit more baseball on the podcast as well. Make sure you check out my main channel, Papa Schroed channel. Papa Schroed Knows Podcast. Got film breakdowns, NFL film breakdowns, and whatnot, talking MMA, baseball, and mainly Chiefs football over there on my main channel. A couple of mock drafts up as well. That one, man, that was good. We got to roll this Chapman right here and swing and a miss right there. 2-2 game. We got runners at first and second right now. Ooh. He gives Aroldis Chapman quite a big zone right there. Pretty obviously outside. We're going to check this bullpen out. I'm not sure who's on the mound right now. Righty, lefty, righty coming up. And dangerous hitter in Bregman coming up. Actually, looks like he hits righties better than he hits lefties. Let's go. Roycroft and King to warm up in the bullpen. Nolan Arenado down 1-2 now to Aroldis Chapman here in the top of the 8th inning. Tied in a 2-2 game. Series is tied. That one way low, and they're going to get out of the inning here. I'm going to go Roycroft here. This will be Roycroft's 4th appearance of the season. He's pitched 2 1/3, 1 hold, 3.86 ERA. On a 500 average to righty, so obviously we're going to hope that comes down in this appearance. Strike one on the outside corner to Bregman. 59 overall for Roycroft, so obviously, you know, that's why we're going with the scouting. Strikeout on the inside corner. Why we're going pitching so heavy in this scouting for this draft. Wilyer Abreu, the right fielder, comes up to the plate now. See if we can get him with a slider inside without hitting. Strikeout. Roycroft, back-to-back strikeouts here in the 8th inning, and he is not performing like a 59 overall at the moment. And we got Connor Wong with a 2-for-3 bat coming into this AB for the Red Sox. Catch that outside corner again, 0-1. 297 thus far this season for Wong, and there we go. We got the same call that got us against Arenado. Tough call, that one early, and got lucky with a swing and a miss. Kind of hung that, maybe looking for a fastball again. And we go off speed, and Roycroft strikes out the side. I don't assume we will see much of that this season. Justin Slayton joins the game now. He has 2 appearances, 3 1/3 pitched. And he will face Burleson first. We're going to check out this bullpen, though. John King is ready down there. We're going to get Ryan Fernandez up and going as well. As if we score a run, though, I mean, we're going to need to get our guy Helsley warming up. That one high on a cutter. I definitely had a hard time judging. As a drive into deep right center. That one, get up. Not quite. It's going to be a double for Alec Burleson right there. But as I was saying right before that, having a little bit of trouble judging the speeds, man. I feel like the speeds are so different when they throw something off speed to the fastball. Just the nature of the game nowadays. Ivan Herrera due up next. That is a perfect hit right there. That could have just traveled just a little bit further. Would have put one on the board. We are going to go to Ciani. Probably have him take over right field. See if we can get him home with nobody out. And at this point, we are going to sit down Fernandez. Start warming up Helsley. Perfect swing on it there for Burleson. And Ciani takes over at second base now with Ivan Herrera due up. He, of course, walked us off just a couple of nights ago, and that worked out. A little bit of a base running blunder by me actually helps us out. They go straight to third, end up getting good timing on it to go right back to second, and everybody's safe. Jordan Walker now 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts in this game. Nobody out and 2 runners on. A chance for Jordan Walker to really step up. He's going to ground out, and that's going to be straight into a double play. A very tough night for Jordan Walker. 0 for 3, 0 for 4 now. 3 strikeouts and a double play ball, and that's pretty tough. And again, how fitting would it be? I'm going to try something crazy right here. Doesn't work. Try to go with the drag bunt. Victor Scott pops it up, and that's going to be a fly out to end the inning. Or a pop out, I should say. And that's tough. Again, just the story of the season. We can get them in scoring position, but we cannot bring them around. Good double to start that out, and we are going to lose Alec Burleson here for the rest of the game. We are going to jump into the quick manage and see if we can get something. We're going to keep Roycroft out there, and he's going to immediately probably lose this game for us. Bases are loaded with just one out. See, we got a lefty up, so we are going to go to the pin. We're going to throw John King in there. You know, we're going to jump in. We're going to try to keep this thing from... It's the bottom of the ninth, so this is a walk-off. We give up a walk or a hit or a run any type of way, it'll be a walk-off win for the Red Sox. In the rubber match here, I believe it's a 1-1 series so far. Good slider right there. Obviously have to keep anything in the infield and in. Right now we're going to go back to the sinker. Fouled away. 1-2 count. Try not to let this game slip away from us. We've had a couple of chances in this game, and that's a big strikeout. So 2 outs. Could get out of this inning at least. Another lefty-lefty matchup in Rafael Devers. Dangerous hitter, obviously. Good sinker from John King right there. 2-2 count. We're going to try to see if we can get Devers with a slider away. We got him. Struck him out, and it'll be extra innings for us now. We'll see if we can end up pulling out a win in this game. All right, so let's see what we can do here. We're going back to the quick manage. Nothing doing, and that is a single extra innings rule. I still always forget about that, showing my age. Another single. Nolan Arenado coming up to the plate, and he strikes out. So now we are going to get a save opportunity. David Hamilton takes over running with Bregman up, and we are going to go to Ryan Helsley to try to finish this thing out in the 10th. 2 for 2 so far this season in save opportunities. Is yet to allow a run. 42.9% strikeout rate. And let's see what we can do. Let's go this curveball on the outside and see if we can get the strikeout. We can. We strike out Bregman, and a good start for Ryan Helsley right here in this 10th inning. A 10th inning save, which kind of wild. Or opening weekend in the season, so I could see it. Like I said, I'm watching this game on my computer as I'm playing through this, so I'm not sure if they've got those outfield seats open. Kind of what I was thinking was interesting. There's a fly ball to Lars Nootbaar, and he is able to collect it, and 2 gone. Now here in a 1-run ball game. You know, if we could become a team that wins a lot of 1-run ball games, I'd be absolutely fine with that. I very much believe in Ryan Helsley out of this bullpen. About the only reliever I think I have a ton of faith in. Out of our bullpen, we can become the 1-run team. Slider outside, swing and a miss. Fastball way too far inside there at 1-0-1. Let's go with that slider away one more time. Struck him out, and we get the win. Cardinals with the win here in Boston. That will finish us up for the weekend, I do believe, which it's a night game. That means we had Sunday night baseball. Honestly, thinking about it, I cannot remember where we were at. So it looks like we still have the same issue. Every time we enter a game, all of the stats from previously are wiped away, and we do get the win on Sunday Night Baseball, 3-2. So we do get the series win, and thus far, we have won 2 out of our 3 series here in the first week of the season. Just Minnesota was able to win 2 out of 3 against us. That improves us to 5-4 heading into Pittsburgh now. And I'm going to check these stats one more time. Actually, I was on the right page to view this box score. So it looks like our hitters are collecting stats, but the pitchers are not. No, it went back and gave Palante, Giolito 6 innings pitched. Okay, so that game we did collect stats for pitchers. Palante 3 2/3, gave up 2 runs, 3 walks. He's got a 4.90 ERA. And me personally, I'm a big Andre Palante guy, so we might just jump into his next start, and I might just pitch his next start. I don't know. Let me know how you want to see the series progress and how much of, player-specific games you want to see. I kind of figure we'll just kind of jump into games from here on out. Obviously, big games we'll play through most of. We got Pittsburgh coming up next. Obviously, very long season ahead of us. We got through the first week of the season here in this third episode. Make sure you smash that like button for me. Hit the subscribe as well. 26 subscribers in, so we are pushing for that first 100. Again, check out my main channel for more content, film breakdowns, mainly Chiefs content in the NFL, talking MMA, also baseball on the podcast, Papa Strono's podcast. But again, plenty of film breakdowns to come for this off season. And until the next episode, we will see you in it. Papa Stro out.